Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. We're seeing a bit of traffic, which is good. In the last episode, we built this hospital district, and I think I need to name it. So we've got a new building that we can place as well. But let's start getting our hospital district in place here. There we go. Cedar Corner. I like it. Cedar Corner, and this will be the Cedar Grove Hospital. Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove. Cedar Hill. Cedar Hill Hill Hospital. Yeah, CHH Hospital. I like it. Cedar Hill Hospital. Right over here. Plenty of ambulances doing its thing. It's dispatching out straight away. Getting out onto the main line. Oh, yeah, into town here. Good stuff. Good. Good. Okay, now we have more other demands. Let's have a look. We've got this pop musician's mansion, and I'm kind of wondering we could make it happen here, overlooking some stuff. That gives us a little bit of well-being in this area. It's a pretty big building. Overlooking that area there would be really good for us. It'll make sense in this area. If we wanted to just level out this little bit of a spot there, and at the same time we'll also kind of smoothen it a little on the edges here, so it just looks a little bit more natural. We'll grab it. Oh, look at that. Really beautiful. Placing it there. Bit of a ranch, huh? Yeah, it looks like a place that will be quite expensive to live in. Actually, let's try and smooth things just a tad. On some of these locations, it just looks a little bit more natural right up there. Yeah, pretty good. I'm kind of tempted, but this guy has got a bit of a fence all the way around. What we will, however, do, I'm pretty keen on just adding some trees in there. Do we know what trees these are? We can't really see. But we'll do some poplars just so that they a little bit of privacy growing. In this area, even though it's on a hill, and it's looking down onto the beach. Like so. There we go. Got a nice little area there. There's an ambulance getting to its place. Okay, excellent. There we go. We've got more demand for high density. But one of the things that I was kind of keen on doing is just doing a little bit of a meandering road pathway. Probably, can we? I don't want to really mess it up.
Second Moon Radio with your host, J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow.
Doesn't want to work in that location. So what we'll do is we'll just run it across this area here.
Real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be quite a sight.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more.
Let's just have a look. If we have a look at this. Yes. Okay. So if we were to then slowly.
While sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
All the way to the beach. I like that. So that's your beach access on this side. I'm thinking we'll do, and we'll just do. Let's tie that in over there. Why is that not working? So let's trim this one back a little bit, and we'll just tie them in together over here. What is that? Guys, what is this? Can I just... How come this... Yeah, seems fairly reasonable like so. And we might find ourselves a similar... something like that. Yeah, and these will really not meet unless we could potentially do a little something like that. Yeah, now you've got a few pathways to get up and down, but we'll need to fill this in with some trees and the likes. But yeah, that's starting to look a little bit nicer to get people down to this bottom area here. More high density for us. Can we slot in a few more of these big guys? We're going to stay with the European theme. Give me a 3x3 over there. Yeah, that's a nice size. And what we'll do is we'll get a 2 on that side. Slightly deeper in there, and what we'll need to do is get... Do we do high density? Oh, this could be hotels and the likes. Okay. So what would... if we were to do something like that, what would that kind of look like in terms of its size? See about filling them in a little bit over here with some commercial high density as well, which I believe will be stuff like hotels and things like. We'll keep an eye on that and maybe get this area a bit of a name. I think we're having some police problems, so let's quickly have a look at some of our services. So medically, I think we're doing a pretty good job. Okay, so that's pretty good. Garbage is seemingly okay, apart from that one facility that's struggling a lot. So we'll have to have a look at that. Fire coverage is reasonable. Not the best, but it's reasonable. Can we upgrade it, though? So let's have a look at that. And then police coverage is really starting to... it's really starting to struggle, police coverage. So the question around that... So let's have a bit of a look. What can we upgrade? We've got the police station here. We can certainly upgrade some more patrol cars. Okay, so that's something we can do. This guy, we can. Yeah, I don't think that's actually doing doing much for us in that location. And I'm kind of tempted to do a little bit of proper fire coverage somewhere over here. Maybe on this corner here. If we were to do... Oh, we're going to lose some buildings if we do that. And this is one that the step down there looks pretty good, actually. Maybe we can do this one on this side. So let's do that. Have it go in there a little bit. So we'll get a little bit of fire coverage. You can, quite frankly, you can head off that way in here. You can go around and go back. And so that should do the trick a little bit for the fire coverage for us. Police stations. Let's have a quick look. If we go into the development for police, for police, we've got a welfare office. Actually, let's unlock the welfare office, and then the police headquarters might be an interesting one for us to unlock as well. So let's do that. Might want to look at that. But the welfare office should go where? I'm actually tempted to combine the welfare office over here. If we go here, administrative, the welfare office. Oh man, it's just not quite. Just don't really have the space. Didn't quite plan this one out, did we? I'm not too opposed to actually placing it right there. It makes sense. For me, it makes sense to have it in there. Can we upgrade this one at all? No, this one doesn't have any upgrades, but I do like the idea of the welfare office next to the in Cedar Corner here. What we could maybe do... Oh no, that's not going to work. That's okay. I think that's going to be pretty good. We've got their welfare office here now, so hopefully people feel a little bit better about things. Have we started seeing higher density commercial buildings pop in? So what is this? This is a furniture. This is... Why? This is a... What is this? Crazy Colibri. So that's at least something to do. But yeah, furniture is not quite what I had in mind in this area. A lot more high density. They look very similar, but I don't mind it too much. Just need to make sure that there's a fair bit going on in this area. And I don't really want to do parking lots though. What we are missing though is we do need, and probably we need a little bit of this. Yep, I think that will do. Lots of parking issues in this area. People are really walking. I wanted to do a park here. Something a little smaller. Maybe something like a tennis court. Oh yeah, that's doing the trick quite nicely. Actually, I don't know about that, but what I'll do is I just want to level out this terrain a little bit for us. Before we do the tennis court. So if we do that, yeah, so something like that should be a lot more reasonable for like the tennis court. So if we do that, it's going to kind of look nice with a little path there. Let's go back, get the tennis court in there again. We need to push it forward by a little bit more here. Jeez, we're going to need... Unless we actually squeeze it in here. So if we do the tennis court, let's have a look. The tennis court won't actually work there. If we do it this way, turn it in here... And I'll have to level this stuff a bit more like so. Excellent, excellent. That should now do the trick. So if we do the tennis court like so, and all we need to do is get ourselves a little bit of a laneway here to provide kind of access to the tennis court. Like so. Quite happy to do that. Washington Lane there, so people can actually come and park as they play tennis here. We can make this area look a little bit better. I'm definitely going to remove some of these things because we definitely won't see all of these crossings in such close proximity to one another. That looks a lot better, like so. And we'll do a little bit of detailing as we go here. So if we pop in here, no, that's the wrong one. We want to detail here some trees. We might be doing the poplars just again. Something like that, actually. Not too bad. And we kind of do that. So it kind of looks just a little bit more interesting in this area. Yeah, we can even do down the back there. And what I wanted to do is let's just smooth this out just a little bit. It's just a little, yeah, but that's pretty good there. Is that a wall? No, it's just a fence. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea. So people have a little bit of entertainment up here because it's the high density kind of stuff, a little bit more prestigious. We have that, and presumably this musician can use that as well. He's part of the club. You see him regularly in that location. I'm also kind of keen to open up the tourist attractions a little bit more, but it should be a good. Coming over here, so this guy is still struggling big time with garbage. Garbage is not being picked up fast enough and is causing pollution. I don't know why we're not seeing garbage being picked up, unless. Did we lose access? Where is our access here? If I were to. I were to trim that back, right? Now it doesn't have anything. So it certainly had access, but I kind of wonder how that all works. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to say, forget about all of that. What I'm going to do is, okay. So I find that weird. So we can't do anything there.
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age.
If we do that.
Music classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper using.
Now let's see if we can tie that back in without. Yeah, that's okay. So let's do that with a real hope that that's actually going to get me the garbage truck to come in here now. Let's keep an eye on that. We've got plenty more office setups here. And it's up to a point where I'm kind of contemplating doing a little bit of higher density office space in here, but more the American-styled office space now. Oh, we don't really have that. Okay, so if I were to do a couple of big buildings here, so there's a bit of offices coming in there. They'll be fairly nice and high. This thing is full. How's that one doing? Reasonable amounts of people. Probably going to need another school somewhere over here as well. This is filling up nicely. I think a school in this area would be too bad. Let's have a look. What's our schooling looking like? Oh, actually, people aren't really complaining about access to schooling at the moment. Most of them are getting what they need. We haven't done anything with public transport in quite a while. Police is really a bit of an issue, though. But I'm thinking maybe just another police station somewhere over here might be a reasonable piece. But it's a bit of a hilly situation. So maybe a corner police station somewhere over here. So if we were to say, give me a bit of a level, somewhere like that, and we were to do if we were to do something like that, give a bit of a, so if we then say police station, can we do a small, oh sorry, not that, can we do the small police station? Something like this, really. There we go, police station right over there. And what we'll do is we'll give it a bit of a lane access. And yeah, that's not bad. So the police station will work here. I think everybody will be nice and happy with that. We'll sort a little bit more out in a minute. I'm going to clear out all of that, so that'll work. Police is on the way. Oak Lane, Oak Street Police Station, or whatever. And what we'll do is let's try and level out some of this stuff a bit more now. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like doing these little buildings in these areas here. So hopefully that's giving us a slightly better and improved rate of police access. We have a fair bit of congestion starting to happen in some of these areas. We shouldn't have trucks coming through here though. My garden still has the heavy vehicle ban, so they really shouldn't be using this unless they are specifically coming to this area. But I think now we need to start having a look at improving our traffic situation a little bit. I'm going to go and upgrade this piece of road here. We're going to go there with the it's really, which one is it? It's really this one. Okay, so that should improve situation a little bit. I really don't want parking on this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove parking off of these. So we'll actually provide a little bit of tree lining on there. Yeah, lots of issues here. What I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to provide on-the-ramp access here. So give me this piece, and well, we don't want that before the bridge, really. Actually, we might be able to make that work. So let's try that. If we're doing, let's pause it while we... Actually, I'm gonna let's just redo that. From there, and then what I need to do is just turn it the other way around. And you most definitely would not be doing that move. Let's just cancel that completely over there. There we go. And if I can do a little bit of an upgrade here. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. So now these guys will be able to get onto here. Just like they get off, they get on here as well. This is messing it up a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, we may have to... You know what? Let's quickly redo this. Okay, so we would like to... If we do something like that, that gives us a little bit more to play with in here. Okay, guys, I had a bit of a crash. Anyway, I finished off the change. So all I did is I just joined these up, and then from there I've just flared it out and flared it in over here, using the bridge in its same kind of location. We might, might do something a little bit better in the future. Continue the freeway component at least. Maybe do some interchanges at some of these locations. We might do that if things get really busy. But I think this, for the time being, has in fact resolved most of our issues when it comes to traffic. What I will do is let's do a little bit more with regards to. This is a lodging place. I'm going to keep some of this, but I think what we'll do is let's get a little bit more commercial going on around this stretch. So let's bulldoze that and bulldoze this and bulldoze that one. It's okay. We'll leave that as is. And then I'm going to go and get slightly higher density stuff going on here. Let's get some high density. Let's go back to kind of an American style. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to leave that in place there. We're going to go with 3 there, and we're going to go all the way 3 through there. We're going to trim that back. And what we'll do is we'll remove all of that, and now we're going to start seeing a little bit of commercial activity happening straight away over here. So let's do that. See about getting some more commercial stuff happening in this area. Hopefully that's going to use this lodging component here a little bit better. Oh, we've got our first offices in here. Pretty interesting stuff. Sure, all of our parking facilities are nice and filled. How's this going? We've got pretty good, actually. Don't need a room for additional patients, to be honest. Smaller commercial in there. I was kind of wondering whether we do a little bit of a kind of shopping precinct right over here. So if I were going to do the lane, I would like to snap to. I want to snap to the zoning grid. So what do we need to do? Snap to zoning cell length. Snap to the zoning grid. There we go. If we do that, I like that. That's pretty good. And snap it over there. All of these are small. And now I would like it to be straight, please. Snap it straight. There we go. Thinking a little cluster like this over here, maybe. This has got a bit of a kink in it. So let's redo that. Try it one more time. Shouldn't be an issue now. And what I might do, we do that. And we do that. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah, that'll help us out a little. And what we can do is I'm actually tempted to just do a little path in here so that we don't zone on this area, but we instead zone on the others. We do that, that's okay. And what I'll do is I will also clear out some of these pedestrian paths. Actually, we'll clear some of those out. These are okay, we'll leave them in place. And then I'm going to do a little bit of low density commercial in this area. So again, we're going to go back to the European theme in here. And we're going to do pretty small little cluster of these things. Can we, I want to put an extra lane in here though. If we do that, forget about it. That's beautiful. Oh, I love that. Snapping to the zoning grid. Ooh, we lost it there though. Let's see. Can we fix it a little bit? We can fix it a little bit. There we go. That should be pretty good, actually. This area looking pretty nice. Again, I want to leave smaller areas in here. I'll just do that. Do a bit of this. Do a little bit of that. And what I'll do is I'll redo this one. Do a little bit more over here. I wonder. Let's do 3 on that side. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. We'll put a full 3 in there. See what that kind of comes up with, and we'll get a little small one in there. Just a little area like this, I think, will be quite interesting. In this area, a little bit of commercial activity down the bottom here. These are pretty big buildings, American style. We're going with a bit of more of a European theme at the bottom here. Okay, so there we go. That area will fill in a little bit. Actually, we can do the other side of this also. Slightly deeper here. There we go. So that should be pretty good. And what I can do is try and squeeze in a bit of parking at the back there. That could work. It was probably just the tiniest one that's going to make it work. That's it. We'll get a little bit of parking going on right over there, and hopefully that works for everybody. And what I can do is I can clean it up a little bit with some tree line. What is the tree that we're using? This is birch, so we'll just run a bit of birch on the other side also. These are... anyway, they're probably not. So let's get some birch going on here. Fine, birch. Excellent. Out of room. A little bit of that. Can we squeeze something else in here? Too big. Way too big. It's a little bit more interesting. There we go. Pretty good there. Just a little bit of an interesting little area there. Yeah, not the greatest area, quality area, but it'll help a little bit, I think. Yeah, it's a good. Got a little bit of commercial going on at the back here, close to the interchange. A bit of low quality stuff, but it'll work nonetheless. It'll work. That area is struggling a little bit with customers, but hopefully it's getting a little bit better here. You know what might help that situation? I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of this commercial, and we're going to put some. We're going to actually put some offices in here. I think if we remove those, actually, and even that one. And what we instead do is pop in some offices. That will help with some of the customer situations going on here. Nice. And what we'll do is we'll up this value a little bit, back to also up to 15. So we get that going. We had a crash somewhere over here. Oh my goodness. What is this? Burned down. Did we not get the guys here quick enough? Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, I think it didn't quite make it there in time. Yeah, anyway, there's a fair bit going on in this part of the city now. And our densities are definitely improving. This area here is looking reasonable. This is saying they don't have enough customers. Entertainment area. We do now have a little bit more room for... I'm going to go and grab the medium density European style. We're going to squeeze that in. All the way over there. Ooh, new signature building. A Corondum Condos, a modern classic that puts a smile on the faces of inhabitants. Let's have a bit of a look and see if we need to place it. A fair bit of well-being. I'm tempted to squeeze it in somewhere. Can't get it. You can't get it in there. We could do, do something in there if we, yeah, something like that. I am not completely opposed to. Though what we would probably like to see is that it's an oceanfront property. So it won't be in the ocean, but an oceanfront property could be quite useful, but it's just not going to fit into our existing area here. But it will be the biggest setback area, so maybe something like this is not a bad spot for it. How about that? I like that, and what we'll do is we'll actually give them their own very much dedicated little area. Well, pretty much. I love building these buildings as soon as I get them. Something like that's pretty cool. So now these guys can get straight away over here. What I will do is I will be playing with this terrain a little bit to see if we can't undo a little bit more here. So if I were to say
shortages in the city's fresh water supply, the public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a local public service announcement.
If we do that, that's okay.
Issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
Why? I'm hearing on the radio there's some water issues, so let's quickly have a look at the water situation. Water trade, nothing. Everything seems in hand, to be honest. No one is having an issue with water. What is going on over here? Lots of electricity being produced there. That's okay. Just going to continue to quickly resolve this area. And we might actually make nice little parks next to it. Actually, that'll be really good. So can I try and let's level it out again over here.
Getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere.
And then we'll
Road maintenance service.
try and do a little bit of this. And what I'll do is let's
Should return to normal.
bring this into a tiny little area. We're going to...
Want to wait a little while until everything
Oh,
is-
actually...
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming.
And then we'll open it up a little bit and we'll just level it out. Just so it's not as
Luxury to our
massive rock face as we're seeing
shop for designer
right there. So something like that. We'll just smooth it out a bit.
Mate.
And what would be interesting is,
That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks.
yeah, I kind of like that a little bit. And I would like to provide a little bit of nicety around it. So if we go parks, large city park, large plazas, no, definitely not. If we go smaller plazas, ooh, I like 2 small plazas next to it over here. That's actually going to be really cool. You know what? I'm going to run a laneway all the way around it. And I'm going to delete that at the back there. I'm actually going to redo it this time around, just with, I'm going to do slightly more with regards to pushing this out a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Give me my laneway one more time. What the hell? Didn't actually tie in. Here we go, tying it in nicely over there, and we'll remove a lot of those things. We'll give that over there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to level it out again. Make it a little bit bigger here, and we'll level this one out a little bit more. And we'll put some plazas in here. Yeah, excellent. That's what we're going to do. Just to make it look very nice. Actually, we'll need a little bit more room there. And we might want to not exactly get it some symmetrical. No, you've got to be kidding me. Turn it. Come on, I needed to turn. There we go. That should be fine. And then I'm going to try and smooth that out just a little bit more. And that's probably going to be the end of this episode. Yeah, something like that. Just a tad smoothing it. Just a little bit smooth there. We have all of these motorbikes going in here. And what we'll do now is we'll get a little bit of tree lines going on. Will be a nice. Well, we're using poplars fairly aggressively in this area. I think I might continue that trend. We'll just do a little bit of this. We'll line it up on this side, and we'll do a very similar thing on this side, and it'll be slightly similar, but also different. but we'll line that to make nice little park-like structures in this area. There we go. So that looks nice, and as that kind of fills in a little bit more, it'll be even better. And we've got a little bit of a cliff face there, so that's starting to take shape a little bit. I was hoping do we have beach access? Maybe as we unlock some tourist stuff, we might have some beach assets that we can use. These buildings are looking pretty nice. I'm actually liking that quite a lot. This area is getting a pretty nice little vibe on the ocean front here, and we'll continue to expand that. It's obviously going to get busier and busier as we go, but just having a quick look around, I don't think we've got serious traffic issues anywhere, or anything to speak of really. Everything seems to be working pretty nicely at the moment. Fair bit of demand going in. Let's have a quick look at this area over here. These guys are still saying they don't really have the clients, but we have a few buildings in here. It looks pretty shockingly poor, to be honest, these office buildings here. But yeah, this central CBD area that we've got, High Gardens, is starting to grow out nicely. Almost 10,000 residents living right over here. So this is by far the most dense area of the city. Even though this area might be starting to get a little bit busier too. Well-being over here should be really good. People are pretty happy here. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've got some suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. If you're enjoying this stuff, please hit that like button. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!